When we talk about tracking your numbers, what does that actually mean? As a roofing contractor, we need to know. And so in this video, we're going to go over a few of my recent jobs that we actually did in Savannah, in our Savannah market, and we'll show the good and the bad. And this is why it's really important to actually track your numbers. So typically the best key performance indicators or KPIs are the top line revenue, how much your labor costs, your material costs, making sure that you have a pre-job budget and a post-job budget. So Tisha, my office manager, is going through the labor, material, and all of this cost, direct cost to the job after every single job is completed. All the material has been returned, or maybe additional material was ordered. Maybe there was a change order for labor. It's really, really important. We also look at marketing costs. If there's direct marketing costs like door hangers, mailers, or maybe referral fees. And then we get our gross profit dollars, and then we get our gross profit percentage. Really, really important. So let's go with the bad. Let's go with one that just basically everything went poorly on this job. Let's see, budget. All right, so this is a almost $17,000 job. We slightly overpaid for the labor on this one. There were some issues going on. The material costs a little bit more, and this was an insurance job that we converted into retail because the insurance was not paying enough. And then, of course, our guys broke run a pretty significant amount of gutters. It was $915, and then the dumpster cost a little bit more because of all this extra stuff that they had to do. We also had to have an emergency maintenance for HVAC. It wasn't our fault, but we paid for it anyway because we want that 5-star review. So again, on this job, $17,000 job, we only made $3,500 and a 21% gross margin. That would be what I considered a bad job, not a good profit margin. Most people will be happy with $3,500 on a roof. That's just not where we need to be for most roofing contractors. Let's look at another one. A bad one. Okay, so this is another job, highly competitive job. It was a local person. I didn't have to pay a salesperson for this. Definitely was a price battle. They had a bunch of unknown expenses coming, and so this job was still like right at 20% profit. We made $2,300 after it was all said and done. We did them a great, fantastic warranty. We did them right, basically. It was not comparing apples to apples. So we gave them a much better experience, a much better roof system, and they wrote a 5-star review. So there's no really cost there. We made $2,300. It was a really small roof. Those are two examples what I would consider to be bad jobs. Again, this is why it's super, super important to have KPIs or your knowing your numbers the forefront of every single job you do. So let's go to some better jobs. This is what we like to see. So this guy I never met him until we signed the contract that day. This was one of those things where he used Roof Quote Pro. He got a rough estimate. We sent him the price, $21,000 job. We're at 33, almost 34% profit, and then 7,000 for that roof. The marketing piece here is for we did dope marketing mailers here, so we actually add that in. If we are going to do a neighborhood blitz based on a specific job, we're going to add that in there. So this is a pretty good job, making 7,000 on one roof. It's a pretty small roof, actually. I don't know the exact square count, but it was an easier job for us, walkable roof, and we made almost 34% margin on that. Let's see another one. Here's a smaller job that we just did. This was an okay job. This is an insurance job. We had to go back and forth with the insurance carrier a little bit, but we used Sunex roofing quotes to help us write our Xactimate, and this is the number they came up with for this job. To give an example, most of the roofs in this neighborhood, it's a cookie cutter neighborhood. Most roofs are the exact same size. Most people are getting their roofs done for about 12 or 13,000 in that neighborhood, and we We're able to get a contract for just over 15. We're just under 30% gross margin because we did have it was a referral. So we pay $500 for a referral in the dumpster. And then so we're right at $4,500 for the gross profit for this job. Moving on to, let's go to a more complicated job. This is a standing seam roof. Is a $56,000 job. We had this again was an insurance job, but he wanted to pay for a better roof. He had a metal 5V, and we highly recommended a standing seam. And so we're just at 31.5% margin and just over 17,000 in gross profit for this job. This job took, unfortunately, it took 6 days. There were some material issues going on with both the supplier and our installers. We probably should have been closer to 20,000 for this. Some pretty big mistakes were made. And then marketing, there was some direct marketing that we had going on with the lead. That lead cost us $108. So we track that directly. And let's see, one more on the island. This is a shingle job. So tall and steep roof, $20,000 job. We were right at 42% and almost $8,700. This was kind of a family friend referral, but there was no referral fee to really pay. So these are just some examples of jobs that we've done recently and why it's really important, because we know a lot of people may have a feeling of that we made money on these jobs or not. But for us, we want to make sure that, again, we're doing a pre-job budget really well in our CRM, which is ProLine. And then we're doing a post-job report. So it doesn't matter who it is, but you need to have this process in place that every single job, at the completion of the job, when you're paying the final material bill and the labor bill and everything that's associated directly with that job, it's really, really important to have these numbers very, very clear. And we have them down to the penny, but you need to have them very close to the dollar, so you know that you're actually making a good dollar amount and a good margin amount for every single job. And you can see trends moving forward with that too. You can see certain areas, certain roof types, certain customer types that you're dealing with. It's really, really important. And I think every roofing contractor should be tracking these exact numbers, and they should be having a piece of software that actually helps them do that. All these are customizable fields here. So there's a total of 6 fields. You can do one more field there. We can do 7 fields, depending on what your direct costs are for these jobs. If you're paying commission, if you're having a complicated, some sort of marketing that you have, you can add those in there. Really, really important, but really, really helpful for us to know that we're actually making money or not making money. Hope this helps, but this is what I track for my roofing business. It helps me know if I'm making money or not. Have a great day. You would be a little, you would be